What a matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. The Panthers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Let's see what he can do with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Cincinnati's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Pittsburgh's offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I'll tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Pass to 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Panthers. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grab behind the line. It's Grover. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Hard-hitting tackle.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He leaves it with his back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying play action. Scrambling away. There he goes. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Unleashes one. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The handoff to Johnson. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll take it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Makes a move. Quick step and go. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Looking to throw. He's got him still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers!
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Cincinnati, 0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Hit right back to the line. Back to pass, it's Carr. With the catch, it's Smith. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this.
Touchdown, Pitt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll leave it with him. Makes a man miss. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dyer. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hilton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pitt pushing the pace.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that, Reese? That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half. So great start. I keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They go to the draw. Jukes his way for more. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Caught near the sticks, it's Riggs. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Dropping back, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Carr. Makes the grab. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have complete.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. To the ground with the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll keep it on the sneak. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Green. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a man. It's Hill. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. He'll throw it. This time he's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Turning it on. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Picks up the 1st down. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Touchdown, Panthers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Bringing it back. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Scanning the field, it's Green. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we end. Fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still running at the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground.
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. He's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. He's got 93 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. And the Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can head into the end zone. All the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Cincinnati, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going, as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Had to throw it before he wanted. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Splits the uprights, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all these eyeballs.
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. It's a draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is...
He's loose. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Oh, he's got some space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Looking for the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Cincinnati, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.